move right on, skate on over to the ice or something. We've seen some crazy finishes to the game. I guess you had the Yankees. You were happy.
No,
Well,
I wasn't. No, I
because
wasn't.
you had them on the run line, but then you weren't happy. And then if you had Detroit on the money line, well, they didn't cover that. They didn't cover the run line, though, so that cost me a loss there to kickstart the day. And then, hey, the Texas Rangers, congratulations. Good job. You got one versus the Cubs, at least, in that one. So 0-2 for me, but hey, the free play with the Marlins was a nice one. Shot should have been the nice premium play there. So tough start to the day. Still got the few games going tonight. Definitely some good spots to still make some money. So let's get to it. As we always do, we'll chat with the capper, see how their day went so far, and then we'll get right to the action. We'll kick it on over to Ron and see how you're doing today, Ron.
This is a day to go back to bed, man. 0-3 to start it off. You know, we get the Yankees blow the run line in the ninth. You lose the Cardinals because Wilson Contreras and his 1.87 average came up a couple times, you know, trying to win the game. Nah, he can't hit. Something's wrong with that guy. And then, lo and behold, PSG scores a late one to make it a 2-goal game in extra time. I gave you the Aston Villa yesterday. I even played it today, and no. Should have played Barcelona. They won like 5-0. So, yeah. But hey, yesterday it was good. All the best bets won, and we hit another KBO winner this morning. So let's get another one tomorrow. Right? Let's go.
Nice. Kick it on over to Ramon. How's your day going, Ramon?
It's a happy hour, Rod. You told us to be happy, and we were. And I'm happy so far. A couple premium winners in baseball this afternoon. Threw out 6 winners here on the show yesterday, so hopefully we can have a good Wednesday night. And yeah, I get it. I mean, look, the games are a little wonky in the end. We know they are, right? So we'll get to the playoffs soon enough, and those games will feel a little bit more like these guys are trying a little bit. So we'll try though right here, right now.
Definitely. We'll definitely give it a gallant effort and a try. Of course we will. That's what we do here every day. Grind it out, win, lose. We'll get right to it. So let's get to this NBA. I think there's a couple spots. I think we can make some money here in this NBA. We'll look at these. The first 4 on the slate, which is we'll kick it off with 7:30 p.m. Eastern games, and we'll throw in a couple at 7 p.m. Eastern as well. So everything before the 8 p.m. Eastern time slot, which has the 76ers into Washington. 76ers land 2 in that one. Boston into Orlando, taking on the Magic. Magic up to 7.5 point favorites in that one now. Charlotte taking on Toronto. Toronto up to a 10-point favorite there. And the Lakers taking on Dallas. Lakers up to a 4.5 point favorite in that one. Looking at the injury report for these 4 to kick off the night. First one we're looking at is Boston and Orlando. Well, Orlando, clean injury report on their side of things. Boston side of things. Here's the laundry list of guys that are sitting out and resting to get ready for the playoffs. White out, Tatum out, Porzingis out, Horford out, Holiday out. We'll leave Jaylen Brown all there by himself with a couple G leaguers to go rolling all by himself there tonight. Go Brown, go in that one. And then look at the 76ers taking on Washington. On the Washington side of things, well, I think they got the janitor starting there for them tonight as well because no Poole, no Middleton, no Gill, no Koulibaly, no Brogdon, no Sadiq Bey, no Holmes. On the 76ers side of things, no Yabusele, no Oubre, no Lowry, no Drummond. Game time decision, Edwards and Grimes. Looking at the Lakers and Dallas, no Hardy for Dallas. Exum, game time decision. Anthony Davis most likely for Dallas in that one. The Lakers side of things, no Kleber. Hayes, most likely for the Lakers. James, game time decision. Looking at Charlotte and Toronto. On the Toronto side of things, no Walter, no Sheed, no Ingram, no Abaji. Pirtle and Barnes, both game time decision for the Raptors. On the Charlotte side of things, Williams, Okaji, Green, Bridges, all out. Dabadi and Doba. Game time decision there for Charlotte. Oh, man, there's some names on Charlotte that I don't even know. So definitely some J-Leaguers going in that matchup tonight. Kick it on over to Ron. What do you like hearing these four NBA?
Yeah, once Boston saw the score last night of the Cavs game, they knew they were done. And you seen that Jaylen Brown didn't even come back in the game after he checked out that fourth quarter. So I guess he's going rested. So we're going to play him tonight, right? So I lay it with Orlando. That's the only way I can look at it. I think the number's gotten a little too high. Their number for my spreadsheet, and again, doesn't take in consideration any injuries or any rest or anything. But my number has 6. So if you said it went up to a little high, maybe I'd look the other way in that one. And Lakers and Dallas, it's the return of Luka to Dallas tonight, right? So I'd take his props over, man. Whatever he's got, points, PRA, take it over.
Kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like hearing these four, Ramon?
I am going to go into the Lakers and Dallas game. The storylines are certainly obvious here tonight. But look, the Lakers franchise themselves, they've always struggled here in Dallas. Now, we know, the shifting of the personnel. Dallas really only has one thing to play for, and that's to pass Sacramento and try to host that first play-in game, but they still would need to win. They still need to win a game or two here and maybe even get Sacramento to lose a couple of their final games to do that. I just think having played last night, you saw the Lakers, they were extremely competitive in that game with the Thunder. It was a great game. They end up getting blown out because they ran out of gas. Now got to come in here and play tonight where they're 2-12 against the spread. This franchise over the last 14 games against this team, and it's pretty bad when they come into Dallas. Just not a place where the Lakers have done well. It's up to Luka to come in and show out tonight, but I'm going to grab the points here with Dallas tonight, at least to hang in there, make it a good game. Like I said, the Lakers they just ran out of gas, and here they are on this road trip, right? And got to play a back-to-back. I'm gonna grab the points here with Dallas tonight.
Yeah, for me in this one, at that one, I like the over in that one. I know it's tired legs in the back-to-back. It's third game, fourth night for the Lakers as well, and they're 30-9 to the over in that spot. We know Dallas can score some points as well, so this is coming down, and I'm going the other way. Seems to me they're trying to bait you into the taking that under. Less wood to chop, as they say, from what it was this morning, only 228 now is where I'm seeing in that. So we get into the 230s, giving the over there. And then I'm going to go the other way, give the under between Charlotte and Toronto. It was, I believe, 217.5. It's up to 218. I still like the under. Charlotte's offense definitely not scoring a whole pile of points. First to 100. If Charlotte could even get to 100, wins that one. Would lean to the Raptors, but I don't lay 10 with the Raptors. Give me the under 218 there in that one. And yeah, I do like Orlando to get the win, but I think that the best value on that number is long gone, long time ago, probably about 20 hours ago is the best of that number. And I don't even want to be the guy that's going to be jumping the other side and trying to catch a middle if you had the best of the number to try to go with Boston 7.5. As we see, there's a whole laundry list of guys. It's Jaylen Brown all by himself with some bench guys trying to cover a 7.5. Don't see a whole lot of motivation there to cover a 7.5, so I would have to lean to the Magic, but it's a pass for me on that one. It's the best of the value is gone. I can't give you a play and be like, here you go, take that one. It's about 4 points more than what it was a few hours ago. All right, let's kick it on over to the last 6 on the board tonight. We got the Heat heading into Chicago. Heat laying 2, total 229 in that matchup. We got Portland going into Utah. Portland laying 6.5, total 230. Denver taking on the Kings. Denver laying 4.5 in that one now, up a point from what it was this morning. OKC taking on Phoenix. Woo, that thing's down a couple points now. Phoenix only a in that one. And then we got the Spurs up half a point. Half a point. I think it was 16.5 up to 17.5 with the Warriors laying in that one. Total 232.5, and still 8 Clippers laying it against the Rockets. Total 219. quick look at the injury report for these last 6. First one looking at Heat and the Bulls. On the Heat side of things, no Love, no Jovic, out. Wiggins, Stevens, game time decision. Highsmith most likely for the Heat. On the Bulls side of things, Trey Jones out, Lonzo Ball out. Game time decision, Smith, Herter, Giddey, and Vukovic. Game time decision for the Bulls. Vukovic most likely. Looking at Portland and Utah. On the Utah side of things, no Martin, no Markkanen, no Kessler, no Harkless. Collins and Collier. Collins out. Collier, game time decision. Looking at the Portland side of things, Henderson out. Grant out. Ayton out. Simmons, game time decision. Adebayo, game time decision there for Portland. Looking at the Spurs and the Warriors, Sokan for the Spurs, game time decision. On the Warriors side of things, no Post, no Payton. Actually, Payton, game time decision for the Warriors, Post out. Looking at OKC and Phoenix. On the OKC side of things, no Hartenstein. No Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for this one for OKC. No Dort. Mitchell, Dukas, and Niang. All game time decision for OKC, most likely for those 3 guys to play. On the Phoenix side of things, no Richards, no Durant. On the Denver side of things, on the Kings, Jamal Murray is, it says game time decision, but most likely he's out for Denver in that one. On the Kings side of things, no Murray, no Malik Monk, no LaRavia for the Kings. On the Houston and the Clippers game, Houston side of things, no Van Fleet, Smith and Segun, game time decision. On the Clippers side of things, no Simmons, no Mills, no Coffee, Norm Powell, game time decision for the Clippers. That wraps up the last 6 on the board. Kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like there in the late night NBA slate?
Look, Rod, you got 2 hot teams really when the Rockets take on the Clippers tonight. Yeah, no Fred, so I know that's kind of a disqualifier for some for Houston, right? And the point spread has gone up here from 6.5 now to 8.5, and I got to look at the total here with an under. The Clippers in the last 4 meetings against the Houston Rockets have averaged just 105 points per game, and they're favored by 8 points tonight. So maybe they'll get over that 105. But again, these are 2 still very solid teams with a little bit to play for with the jostling there in the Western Conference. It feels like the Clippers are in that big tie. The Rockets could be argued that they're stuck in second place. They're not going anywhere. That's where they're going to finish. So maybe the Clippers do have that motivation. Maybe they will get a double-digit victory. I'm going to go under tonight. Figure if the Clippers get a little bit over that average over Houston, what are they going to get, 110, even 115? Is probably going to keep this under if they cover the spread. So give me the under tonight at 219, 220 there. I think we can find 220s out there. So we'll call it 219. It's going well under that. Under Clippers hosting the Rockets at the Intuit Dome.
Get into it. Kick it on over to Ron. What do you like there in the late night NBA slate?
Yeah, best bet winner last night with the Golden State Warriors just blew out Phoenix. We don't like Phoenix anyway. Tonight, I got one in this spot, so you can grab that now at Tony's Picks. But I'm going to look at a couple games. You got the Heat and the Bulls. You know, the Bulls are really not a good home dog. They're actually losing by about 7 points per game. So I'm going to lay the Heat on the money line in that one. Denver, we know Malone got the axe there. It's their first game without him. But you know what? Sacramento's 1-7 as a home dog, losing by about 14 points per game. So I'm going to lay it with Denver. And the Clippers are still the best team, at home against the spread. I don't know if they want to show anything to the Rockets, but like you said, Rockets, what are they really playing for? Clippers did not cover last night, and they are been a cover machine. So their number's 13. I look for a double-digit win by the Clippers.
And for me in these slate of games, you know what? I like the over between the Heat and the Bulls. I think we get into the 230s in this one, so having to lay less than that, I'll lay it 229 and a half. I think we easily cruise into the 230s. Kind of like what we seen in the first meeting here in Chicago, where it was a 133, 124 type game, and we got over the 229 there in that one. Another one I like here in the spot. It's where there we go. I'm gonna lay it there. I like the over between the Warriors and the Spurs. Kind of lean to the Warriors as well. Somebody bet the Spurs. I think it's come down to 17 now in spots, but I like the over there now. We know the Spurs don't play a whole lot of defense. Tired legs for the Warriors in this spot, but we can definitely shoot some points. Give us the over 232.5 there in that matchup. And then I'm just going to tune in and watch. I would lean to the Kings plus the 4.5, but you would figure that you fire your coach, and it's usually teams come out a little motivated after firing their coach, right? You want to win one for the new coach, as they say. So we kind of lean to the Nuggets to you want to get off on the right foot. You know, it's crazy time to fire a coach just before the playoffs, but you want to get on the right foot. I know Murray's not in there, and maybe that'll sway some people the other way, but I would definitely have to lean to Denver, but I can't be the guy rushing to the
Westbrook is cancer, period.
I can't be the guy.
Wherever he goes.
Wherever he goes, right?
The trends, the trends say don't win the title, so you'll keep your job.
Exactly, right?
Fired.
Yep.
Win a title and they're gone, man. Yeah, that's right.
But there could have been something going on in the back end of things that we don't know about that we didn't hear in the media as well. So, right, which we all know there's some rumblings going on there in Denver. So, I'm definitely interested to see how this game rolls tonight. The motivation behind Denver, that's why I got to lean to them to get the cover. But you look what they've done last 10 and on the road is the scary part. They do play their better basketball at home than what they do on the road. All right. Let's kick it on over to the MLB. We got a couple games left on the slate for tonight's card. Couple. Somebody said live bet the Dodgers. Yeah, let's get them down a couple more first here in this bottom of the fourth first. Maybe.
I actually have Washington.
Oh, I thought you meant that when they were down and they were 1200. What were they?
They're down again, down 5-4 to Washington here, bottom of the fourth.
I want to take it when they were down at 6, 8, 10 runs there, Rod, or whatever.
When they were down like 8 the other day, yeah. All right, let's kick it. We'll go to the how many we got left here tonight? 6. Yeah. 6 on the slate. All right, we got Chicago. We got the White Sox taking on Cleveland. We got Toronto taking on Boston. We got the Angels into Tampa taking on Pepiot and company in that one. We got Philadelphia taking on Atlanta. We got the Twins taking on Kansas City. And we got the Brew Crew into Colorado. We'll kick it on over to Ron for these 6. What do you like here in these 6 MLB tonight?
Yes, sir. Like I said, I got my dog system's working really good, guys. So you want to keep track of that. It's 17 and 14 now, plus 6 units. I know it's only 55%, but your dogs. Yeah, you want dogs, right? Definitely going to look at the Angels. That's one of the dogs there. Love the Red Sox in this one. I know how it's going against Gausman. Gausman's been kind of tough on the road for years at Fenway. So we're going to go ahead and lay it with the Red Sox in that one.
Kicking over to Ramon. What do you like here in these 6 games, Ramon?
It shocked me, actually. I'm gonna go against Ron here. I'm gonna go with the Jays today. They seem to have the Red Sox number right now, especially in Boston. Here they've won the first 2 in this series, a 12-3 margin in these games. I'm gonna go against Ron here. Take Gausman here at this price plus 110. I'd say 120 here at a few spots right now. So make Toronto my play here against my buddy today.
Hey, sometimes we just can't agree on. Sometimes we butt heads and take both sides. Someone likes one side, one guy likes another. Someone's going to be a winner in that game.
You know it, Rod. They've had their number. Usually, it's when they've coming in steamed a little bit, but they seem to do well here in Boston right now.
It's just a couple of Blue Jays that love to hit in Boston. So me looking at that game, I like the over in that one because you look what Gausman does against divisional opponents. Over the last couple seasons, he's 11-1 in his starts to the overs. So I like the over in that game. I think Boston Bats can get some runs off Gausman, and Gausman and the Blue Jays and company can get some off of Houck as well. 8.5. Touch light. Give me the over in that one. And then one that I like, give me the under here. Milwaukee and Colorado, 10.5. Usually Colorado's overs are pretty good, but the hometown team has to actually hit something first. And they've just been struggling to score runs like they normally do in Colorado. So 10.5, those are just overinflated numbers. And also what you see from Sensatel is he just keeps finding a way to get pitching out of the jams that he's been in a few times. And in his career, when he's had 2 starts where he's given up 1 run or less, he follows it up in that 3rd start with an under. He's 6-0 to the under as Sensatel following a couple games where he's only given up 1 run or less. So I like Sensatel to continue to roll here at home and be the Houdini and magician and get lucky and find ways to get out of those jams that he's put himself in.
Oh yeah,
Give me the under 10.
Straight rod between the 7 straight between those two have gone under, including 4 of 5 in Colorado.
Right? And give me the under in that one. Love it. Books haven't even moved it down or anything in that one. And then the other one I'm looking at is give me the Royals here in the spot. I like Kansas City. The Twins. Hey, Kansas City, if you look what they did yesterday, hey, they got a win. Lucky to get the win because they hit like 3 hits. And in that one. But you look what they do against AL Central teams with losing records. 13 straight against the AL Central with losing records. Also against AL teams that can hit and score runs. They're scoring less than 3.9 a game. Well, Kansas City's 15-1 in those spots. So I got to go with the Royals in that one. After only hitting 3 yesterday, I think they can get a few more hits today and snag the win again. Give me KC there in that one. All right, that wraps up the MLB. Let's skate on over to the ice.
Hey, Rod, let me throw out all the dogs because somebody was asking about that. So all the dogs, I know some are underway. You might be some live opportunities later on in the game, but Cincinnati, Washington, the White Sox, the Angels, and the Royals if they're a dog. So there you go.
Okay.
Kick it on over to the NHL. We got a roll this time. We got 5 games on the slate. We got the Maple Leafs on the back-to-back taking on the Lightning. We got the Flyers taking on the Rangers. We got San Jose taking on Minnesota. We got Calgary taking on the Ducks. And St. Louis heading into Edmonton taking on the Oilers. Kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like here in the hockey slate tonight?
Yeah, Rod, look, we've still got some things to shake out here in the NHL a little bit heading down the stretch. So let me go under here with San Jose and Minnesota. Look, I think the line speaks for itself here in this one right now. I don't think I'm going to expect much from the Sharks here at a $3, 3 cent. What is it? Seeing the 350s out there at some spots in this game, and I think that is the way it's going to go. I think you're looking at 3-1, 4-1 here. Minnesota takes care of business and wins this one, probably covers the puck line. But I'm going to take the under here, this one with it juiced pretty heavily to the over. So a little bit of plus money at under 5.5 with San Jose and Minnesota tonight.
Kick it on over to Ron. What do you like here in the NHL slate tonight, Ron?
Yeah, NHL penalty shot last night. Nice winner with the Canadians. You can get one tonight. It's even better, I think, right now at TonySpix.com. Got to look at the Rangers, right, Rod? I mean, it's do or die for them. It's been that way for about a week now. I see it's Quick now and not Shesterkin, correct? Is that what we're seeing?
Yeah, first of a back-to-back for the Rangers tonight. So, yeah, they're going to go with Quick here in the first of the back-to-back. And that one against the Flyers.
And I like Calgary. Calgary just owns Anaheim at the Honda Center. And I think it's Husso going for Anaheim anyway. It's not going to be our good Dostal. It's going to be Wolf. So lay the puck and a half there with the Calgary Flames.
Yeah, definitely. I like Calgary there in that spot as well. 9 straight wins at the Honda Center there in Anaheim.
Wow.
Craziness, right? It just dominated them there.
That's dominance, Rod.
Yeah. The scary part for me here is in these games tonight is I figured the Gustafson would get the start for the Wild, but we got Fleury rolling, and just don't like what I've seen from Fleury. It's a scary part. I know in the video I said jump on the Wild, but Figured they win. I had Gustafson going in that one. It's Fleury. What's Fleury's done over his last 3? Nothing. He got beat. He's 0-3 with a over 4 goals against average, which is a scary proposition against the San Jose team that got nothing to lose. They do lose plenty of games, but when you got nothing to lose, all the pressure's on this Wild squad. I know in the video I said take the Wild. I do think they win this game, but trying to cover a puck line with them, I can't do it. I would lean to the Sharks plus the 1.5 there in that one. Because Wild they want the win and need the points. Maybe if you're book
actually, they're one of the best on the road on the puck line there, Rod. San Jose plus 1.5, 19-11 on the season, amassing 1,300 using a profit. So yeah, they're good.
Yeah. So I would have to lean. I know the video. If it was Gustafson, I got this 4-1, 5-1 for the Wild. But with it Fleury in there, the way he's been playing, I can't trust the Wild to be trying to cover a puck line there in that one. So we'll take the Sharks plus the 1.5 there. That wraps up the slate of the and one more. I'll let you guys know about the Oilers game. I still got to go with the draw, even though the Oilers are definitely going to be shorthanded tonight in this one. You look, as I said in the morning show, I figured that McDavid would check in. He's not. They're also going to sit out a couple more. So no Leon, no Echo, no Frederick, no Klingberg, no McDavid. We also throw in Nugent Hopkins as well out. Pickard's going to get the start. Bennington's going to get the start. Oilers, that game's got underwritten all over it. I don't see a whole lot of goals scored in that one tonight with Bennington and Pickard going there in that one for the Oilers. It's going to be a defensive slugfest. So, as I still said in the video, I like the overtime. Still like the overtime. I still think we need some extra time to decide a winner and what's probably 2-2 as we head to overtime in that one.
I like what you said. I'm going to go under tonight, Rod, in the Grand Salami, 30.5 goals.
Right? Grand Salami in the what?
30.5.
30 and
under 30 total goals.
That's
30 and a
total
half,
goals for the night. 30.5 for the night. Let's see.
The Grand
I kind of like
Salami.
that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, definitely. Because I don't.
Some good goalies out there. Yeah, definitely.
Well, there's a couple that scare me though. Quick, not so quick. Fleury, not so Fleury-like.
Yeah.
As he's wrapping up his career, right? So those are a couple that scare me. Gibby going for the Ducks. It's not Dostal. I thought we were going to see Dostal and Wolf there in that one too.
It's not who?
Yeah, 30 is a lot of goals in 5 games. That means you got to get 6 a game, and that doesn't even cover your Grand Salami, right? 30.5. Yeah, see, that's 6 a game on average. There's only 5 games.
I just think, Toronto and Tampa, obviously there's some stuff on the line there for those guys. You mentioned the Rangers still feeling like they've got a shot here. So that's just, you were kind of describing some unders too there. That's just kind of what triggered it there a little bit. And the fact that I've got unders on some of these games. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's Husso for the Ducks, Rod.
Okay.
Bill Husso.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Confirm.
All right, so I'm gonna
more goals.
I'll be taking
love
the
Calgary.
-2.5. Yeah, love Calgary -2.5. Taking Stano. Billy Husso is asshole. He is ass. He went to St. Louis. He went to Detroit. They passed him off. Now he's getting a trial go here with the Ducks. Yikes! Yikes! Billy Husso asshole. Yikes. Yeah, Calgary puck line -2.5. Calgary team total. Woo-wee, beaten down for the Ducks. Now that, Swiss cheese is definitely Billy Husso.
Hole 5 hole.
Woo-wee. It's like Christmas now. It's like Billy Husso's going, yeah, there we go. See, that's why I tune into the happy hour. We found out Billy Husso still has a job somewhere, so definitely Swiss cheese. I'll be adding him to the parlays, all right? Definitely. All right, speaking of parlay sections, let's get to it. Parlay, player prop, game in the future. We leave it up to the capper to decide whatever they like here in this segment. And then they'll let you know what they got going over at Tony's Picks. Is over at Tony'sPicks.com. That's where you can find our best bets, the bets we got rolling here tonight on this Wednesday. So definitely hit the link in the description. I'll get you right on over to Tony'sPicks.com and you can find our bets. So let's kick it on over to Ramon. What do you got for us tonight, Ramon, in this?
Right, I'm going to go with my top 3 plays at the Masters. We're just going to be underway here before we come on the air next. So I've got one tier of each. I got a favorite, a medium, and a long shot. I like Bryson DeChambeau. Kind of riding with the live guys a little bit here in Augusta this week. And you can get Bryson probably 20-1, maybe a little under there. And these are also maybe some top 5s, top 10 guys, or some matchups too. So Bryson DeChambeau in my top tier. I like Cameron Smith kind of in the mid tier. He's probably dropped down about 50-1, but he has 4 top 10s in the last 5 Masters tournaments, and you can get him here at 50-1 or so. Cam Smith is my medium range shot, and I like Cameron Young as my longer shot. He's up in the 125 to 150 range here, 150-1. He has 2 top 10s in the last 2 Masters. So 3 plays at the Masters, getting ready to tee off here on Thursday. You can get my best plays left. What is left over at Tony'sPicks.com for Wednesday night. I got 2 in the NBA and 1 in the NHL. They're all involving important games. No teams that aren't going to the playoffs in these premiums, guys. And also my $19 discount best bet is in the major leagues tonight. So check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Like I said, we rolled a couple of winners already with the premiums in the MLB. So let's have a good night tonight on Wednesday night.
Nice. Definitely, we want a winning night here to make for the couple losses during the day. So kick it on over to Ron. What do you got here for us tonight, Ron?
Yeah, for tonight, I got my best bet in NHL. I got my best bet in the NBA, and I had a Diamond Crusher 3-pack, lost the first 2, but guess what? The best bet stayed for last. So you can still get that best bet right now at Tony's Picks. For my parlay, I'm going to look at those dogs I told you about. We're going to go with the Angels. We're going to go with the White Sox, and we're going to go with the Royals. It looks like they are a dog now as well. Also for tomorrow morning, we're going to there's a couple big lines. I went ahead and took LG -1.5 at +100, but I would recommend to just parlay LG and Samsung on the money line for that one. And in the Europa League playoffs tomorrow, take the Lyon friends against Manchester United +154.
All right, sounds good. And for me, looking at, we're going to take Calgary on the puck line. We're going to throw in the overtime. So 60-minute draw. Calgary on the puck line, the 60-minute draw, and then throw in an MLB, the Kansas City Royals. So the Royals, the Calgary Flames on the puck line, and the 60-minute draw on the Oilers game tonight. Little 3-teamer for you. And for me, left over at Tony's Picks tonight, I've got my top play in the MLB going, and then I got my NHL one-timer play over at Tony's Picks. 2 plays I got rolling left. My 2 best bets in the 2 sports I got rolling. I passed on today's NBA. I was looking at the Lakers over, but I just couldn't pull the trigger. It was started to come down, and I got a little worried. A couple guys were out, and I was like, Still, that would be my top play if I was putting one into the NBA. But I don't have a best bet in the NBA today. 2 I got over there. Definitely scoop those up over at Tony'sPicks.com. Have a nice little winning night. Make up for the couple losses this morning. That wraps up to Wednesday's happy hour. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you who tune into the happy hour daily at 5 p.m. Eastern. And hey, when we're done here, make sure we catch you tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern for the Tony's Picks morning show. We'll see definitely the group. It's kind of like we've taken over this happy hour. It'd be nice to see some other faces pop into the happy hour, but it's been the 3 Ramigos dominating the happy hour. And then we've seen a few more cappers on the morning show. So definitely, I think we'll see some more faces as things move forward here on the happy hour. But for now, it's the 3 Ramigos rocking it up here on the happy hour. So we appreciate each and every one of you. So any final words, gentlemen, before we head on out for the Wednesday slate? Actually going tonight.
It only can get better for me today. So
only one way to go is up.
Only can get better.
Hey, right. Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Have a good one, guys.
for the happy
See
hour,
you tomorrow.
5 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget, 9:30 a.m. Eastern for the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Till then, have a good one, everybody. See you guys later.